Funding the science to find a cure for paediatric brain cancer is why I'm running 100 kilometres in September. Please support me if you can. Now, C is for Cobol. I was going to do compiler, but I thought I'd do Cobol instead. Cobol, Common Business-Oriented Language, is what Cobol stands for. Now, I began my career, my first job was as a Cobol programmer. So I've got some experience here. If the intention was for this to be accessible programming for non-technical users, kind of missed the mark. What they ended up with was a really verbose language that was pretty tedious and pretty boring. I always felt like the O's and the B's in Cobol were way too similar to boring, really. So not particularly exciting. I'll tell you what else wasn't exciting was to execute your Cobol program, you had to compile it first. So you had to use something called JCL, Job Control Language, to reference your source code, submit it to the compiler that was running on a mainframe, not on your desktop computer, on a mainframe. And in my early days, I could wait up to an hour for my program to compile. Super exciting when after an hour of waiting, you get back and you find you've got an error and you've got to do it again, wait another hour. So in those days, I certainly became an avid tea drinker and experimented with a lot of different teas. That's when I started drinking Earl Grey tea to try and fill in the time. Now, Cobol, batch-oriented, and then cicscobol, C-I-C-S, Cobol, is the online transactional version of Cobol. A little bit more interesting, but a bit weird. It felt like you were trying to play Twister with a gymnast while coding, trying to get that stuff to execute to the specifications. What you got as a result was some pretty amazing applications that were, the user experience was unbelievable. Green screen, green letters on black text, not particularly inspiring at all. So super glad not to be in the Cobol world. There are billions of lines of Cobol programs still running in pretty large organizations today. I have no idea how it's supported. I can tell you if anyone calls me asking for support for a problem, I'm not taking that call. Okay, cheers.